Earlier today, something went live in Black Ops 3 that I think that everyone should take advantage of. And it's not something that I say that necessarily lightly, and it's one that you might not necessarily like all that much, but there's a couple of reasons why I think you should definitely hop on the featured playlist this coming week for Black Ops 3. That said, jumping into it, the featured playlist this week from today until September 22nd is Double Crypto Key Free-For-All. So you have an entire week to grind out Free-For-All and get double crypto keys, and while it's not anything like, say, an uplink or capture the flag or a safeguard in which you can play those time limits to get upwards of, say, 6 to 10 keys depending on if you take it into overtime and everything like that, Free-For-All is a relatively short game mode, so you're not going to be getting all of those, but again, there's a couple of reasons why it's still fantastic. The first reason of which that I think you should totally hop on for this is because each game is so short. So while you're ending up going to have maybe 3 to 4 to 5 keys depending on how long that game goes, or maybe you do take it the whole 10 minutes in which you play a massive map like Redwood with maybe only 3 people in the lobby or something like that, whereas you might not necessarily get each game the max amount of keys that you might think you could get, you're going to be able to expedite that process by each free-for-all game only lasting on average probably about 3.5 to 4 to 4.5 minutes. So you'll be able to get these games done quicker and of course by that same token be able to get more crypto keys as a result. Now, where I think this is kind of imperative is breaking it off into 2 different portions. One dealing with something that we've seen as sort of a pattern as of recently with these double crypto key weeks. It's something that we've seen that happen previously a couple of times where shortly thereafter, we do get DLC weapons. Now, the last one that we saw, which I think was a capture the flag double crypto key, if I'm not mistaken on that one, it was a double crypto key week, but we didn't see any weapons follow there just after. A couple of weeks earlier, we did see some DLC weapons, but still with perhaps one on the horizon, this might be once again ramping it up so that everybody has keys to drop on those supply drops to get those weapons. And of course, with crypto keys being that currency you use and stack up for those supply drops, I think this is a nice way to do it to drop weapons simply because it's not reliant or dependent on COD points at that point. Of course, people still will spend COD points and everything like that, but with the crypto keys stashed up, it's a nice little way to reward players for taking part in these. Now, that's just all pure speculation. I personally think that there will be at least one more content drop in the black market before World War II's launch, but who knows? Maybe there's not anything else, but even if there is not, there's still a great reason why you should hop on and take advantage of these quick time frame games, where once again, each game's only going to take about 3.5 to 4 to 4.5 minutes. And that simply is dealing with contracts. As of recently, we ended up getting the Grand Slammed bundle in which you could buy one for 4,000 COD points, and you could also activate a contract for the Grand Slam. But that said, that one was a little bit different because we had the triple played in which it was 100 wins. We had previously the total victory one, which was 75 wins, but this one being the biggest contract in terms of wins needed to unlock that, this one may very well take a little bit more time compared to other ones. But when you play free-for-all, that's something that I've always advocated for these wins because, again, they only take a very short period of time and you're guaranteed a near 40% chance of getting a victory just right off the bat in a full lobby. All you need to do is place top 3 of that 8 people in the lobby and you get counted as a victory. So do that consistently and you'll be getting those very fast. And again, depending on what map you play on, things can be done very quickly, so you can expedite that process. So even if DLC weapons are not dropping, you're guaranteed to chip away very fast at that current contract if you have it active. And what's nice about it too is that sometimes the free-for-all playlists aren't necessarily the most populated things, but the featured playlist has currently, as of checking it, 10% of players online playing free-for-all, and as of checking that, that was during a school day, a work day, whatever you want to call it. So that number's probably only going to go up. So you're always going to seemingly find a lobby here for this upcoming week, which will be beautiful. Now that said, I don't see any downside of playing this other than maybe you'll run into some more sweats than usual in free-for-all. But if you play free-for-all consistently, you know that a lot of the people in that mode as is really try hard anyway. So maybe you'll actually even come into less hardcore players and ones that you can maybe just stomp around a little bit. I don't know. Your gameplay experience may very well differ from the next person's, but hopefully you guys check this out for yourselves, because I think no matter what you do, there is no downside here to this. Either you're gaining crypto keys in which you can just chip away at supply drops and get some weapons that you might not have. Maybe you get enough crypto keys that there is another weapon drop on the horizon that you have those saved up for. Maybe you can chip away at wins for your current contract, whether that be a triple played, your total victory from the very first contract, a grand slam, whatever it may be. You can still get weapons guaranteed out of all of those, so that's still, once again, a great advantage here to this. And overall, you can just grind it out in a very short period of time, because each game does not take all that much time. So that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Are you guys happy with this featured playlist? Do you guys love it, hate it? Are you indifferent? Whatever it may be, let me know down there in the comment section down below. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback here on this one in particular, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a beat here for Black Ops 3 and Call of Duty World War II content. We'll be killing it moving up into the launch of Call of Duty World War II, and of course afterwards as well, so if any of it interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that's the best place to get connected with me here outside of YouTube. I practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to check up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But all that said, out of the way, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. Mine is an Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.